Oh my God. For some reason, we've just entered like the 2 busiest weeks of the year for me so far. June as a whole is going to be really busy, but these 2 weeks in particular. Yesterday, I was over in San Jose at an Apple event conference thing, WWDC, and I had to do a day trip. I flew to San Jose in the morning, did the event. There will be a vlog from it going up whenever it gets edited together. Then flew back in the afternoon. Then I had to get some videos done, go to the gym, and then I have a wedding that's going to be consuming my schedule the next 3 days. And then next week we have E3 going on, and that's going to consume my schedule Monday through Wednesday with a bunch of stuff I'm doing there. And I'm like, I just want to take a deep breath. I just want to work on some videos and stuff, but the wedding, I gotta go to the wedding. And then also when it comes to E3, I'm like, you know, there are people who are going to be traveling in who I don't get to see very regularly, so it's good to participate in events and stuff. I'm going to have the GT on display at a Microsoft thing. I figured, you know, I might as well live up to what Ford was hoping for when they gave me an allocation, which is to put the car out there and get it seen and participate in things with it. So that's going on. Then there's also, I'm recording some early access on games. And oh boy, just, I kind of want things to slow down, but after, I think they will. But then there's VidCon, which I'm only doing a day at VidCon, which is what I usually do. So that shouldn't be like too schedule intensive. And then I think things relax and are okay and kind of calm down for a little while. I've not really got anything planned in July, so that makes me happy a little bit, and I can just kind of chill, make videos. And I'm happy to be making videos right now. I feel like I'm actually in a really good spot. You know, there was all that uncertainty. I feel like I made the first video back in February, if I recall correctly, about trying to figure out the approach for things. I think I've kind of finally figured out the approach for things, and I'm happy with it. And it seems like, for the most part, people are happy with where things are on this channel, CaptainSparklez 2, vlog channel, etc. And so I'm feeling kind of reassured in a sense. Because of that. So I also have another kind of secret in the works project that YouTube related, and so that's happening in the meantime. I don't want to make any announcements until something actually happens, because, you know, I've learned in the past it's better to wait until you actually have the thing before you announce what the thing is, because God forbid anything goes wrong and people are disappointed, like, what happened to that thing you were talking about? So we'll wait on that, but I'm trying something. And we'll see if it happens. If it doesn't, then it probably will. It'll at least, we'll take a crack at it, and then we'll see what the result is. But anyway, just all that to say, happy with where things are at the moment. And, you know, for the people who are like, yo, where's the Minecraft been for a while? There's now a lot of Minecraft happening. It's on CaptainSparklez 2, but it's a lot of hours of Minecraft. So I feel like I'm, you know, appealing to the people who were lacking that recently, and I'm happy with just the playing and not being too stressed, just playing uncut for a gaming session like I'm playing a video game, rather than having to think too much about, okay, what's the structure here? What do I need to accomplish? It's just like, nah, let's just play. And it's sort of goal oriented with like the Sevtech, and then the deep ends just chill with like a lot of people on the server, and then trials just going up casually. It's like, I'm happy with what is going on, and summer is approaching, and hopefully you guys are gonna be having a good summer vacation. And I don't actually, when do most people get out of school? I know universities are out of school, but I feel like every year that I was in school, from like elementary to middle to high school, just seemed like every year we'd get out a little bit later than the year before. And every year we'd go back to school in August, or it started in September, and then it moved into August, and it just got a little bit earlier, and summer break just sort of started getting sandwiched shorter and shorter, and I hope that's kind of stopped for most people, but I don't know. And then there would be no makeup for it. It wouldn't be like, oh, you get a longer winter break, or oh, you get a longer spring break. Spring break then got reduced from 2 weeks to 1 week, while summer vacation, I don't know what happened. Were they adding more school days in? Or was it just some sort of voodoo witchery that I thought things were changing, but they weren't? Never really figured that out, but thankfully I'm not in school anymore, and I don't really miss it. So, but hey, stay in school. I always encourage it. I made sure to get good grades through high school until they started slipping in university, but don't do as I did, do as I say, which is keep yourselves motivated, but enjoy your summer vacation, and hopefully you're going to do some fun stuff, maybe travel somewhere. But if you're traveling, just make sure you're going someplace with internet so you can keep watching my videos, because let's be honest, that's really what's the most important thing here. So you know, just make sure you're always watching them and stuff like that. Also, I wanted to give a quick reminder, shameless self-promotion about monetizing the hat, about making demonetized monetized again by monetizing, by selling the hat. If it's a thing that is of interest to you and you haven't seen me wearing it and you somehow ignored the red thing on my head for like the past 2 weeks of my wearing it, you can still get one. And it's linked in the description. It is some high quality embroidery, and also 10% of the proceeds do go to Game Changer charity. So it's for a good cause as well, which you might be interested to know. So we're not only monetizing the hat, but we're also monetizing charity for it. So in any case, yeah, what else is on the agenda other than I went over the fact that I'm busy, and then I went over the fact that I'm happy with where things are at channel-wise. So that's most of it. Now I'm going to start spitballing, which is that the wedding I'm going to is the first wedding I have ever been to for it's my cousin's wedding. First same generation family member wedding that I've ever gone to, and it's kind of weird because it makes me feel like I'm getting old. And also, my dad was like, hey, so we don't have an official videographer for the wedding, so if you want to bring your camera and film stuff, I'm like, that's high pressure. I'm going to be responsible for documenting one of the most significant days in my cousin's life. No pressure at all. Yeah. I'm not going to make a vlog. I'm not going to vlog the thing, but I guess I'm going to try to figure out how to best execute this, because vlogs, like, I'm used to making them, it's all about me, which sounds narcissistic, but that really is what it is. I'm pointing a camera at myself. And so in this, I have to figure out, I don't know, do I just walk around? I get a lot of B-roll, I suppose. And then maybe at the reception, I go around and just interview people. And then, but I don't talk too much. I just, when it's getting all put together after the fact, just cut out what I said and just stick to what the other people are saying. I don't know how to do this. I've never filmed a wedding. I'm not an official wedding photographer, videographer, or anything like that, but we'll see. I'm just going to try to make sure that my exposure is set up properly, because that's an issue that I have always had in the past. So I'm going to do my best to not fail and film the whole thing and go back and see, oh, wow, that footage didn't turn out to be usable at all, because this is higher stakes than a YouTube video for me. This is like, you can't repeat this, you can't retake this. This is I'm really nervous, actually. It's like the most high stakes thing I've ever been asked to film. Well, wish me luck, everybody, because yep, no pressure at all. Anyway, as I was saying, first similar aged family member. And it was only like a couple months back that I went to the first wedding of someone who's like similar age group as me, period. So it's like we're hitting that time in people's lives where it's like the marriages are starting and then the kids are gonna come. Meanwhile, I'll just be over here being like, just hanging out on my own, just chilling. I mean, no kids ever, at least, so I know that much. But it's interesting, and it really makes you think that things are aging up, and especially that this is the weirdest one for me, that in 3 years I will be the same age that my dad was when I was born. And that's just like, I don't know what it is about that one in particular, but that one makes me think like, all right, it's too much. We got to stop this. Can we just freeze time a little bit? And it's like, it's not okay for me to be as old and then older than my dad was when I was born. That's not, it's not okay anymore. We've gone too far. Try to bring things back a little bit, because, no thanks. That's weird. It's so weird. All right, sorry, I'm having a moment thinking about that. Anyway, also my family, in terms of people who are like my age, not very many of them. There are pretty much 3 cousins, and that's it. So there are 3 other people whose weddings I could potentially attend in the next however many years. Or never. I don't know, for that matter. It's all up in the air, but it's not very much. It's not very big. When I go to family gatherings, there aren't very many people my age, and not really many younger. A few younger than me. It's interesting though. Not much reproduction happens in my family at all. It's very small, and I'm not going to help that cause. So, yep, the last of my name. Anyway, all right, sorry, going on like existential crisis mode right here, but that's the tangent that I figured I'd take after I covered the stuff that I was meaning to cover and was like, all right, what should I talk about now? Because that seemed like just not enough interesting stuff. So here we are. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around as I go through the technical changes here. And I do want to mention for any of you who have been like, all right, it's a little bit too heavy on the Reddit reaction stuff. I'm trying to ponder different sorts of formats and things and stuff. So I'm doing my best. I haven't settled on anything quite yet, but I do want to try to find different formats and series, or whether it be one-offs and things like that. So the gears are always turning, and I'm going to do my best. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you've been informed. Hope you're looking forward to some summer break, unless you're out of school and working, in which case that doesn't really exist. But I guess I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.